So what's good everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video I'm going to be giving you a tutorial on how to wheelie a Sur X. Okay, so going on with step 1, the one thing you have to make sure is that your back brake is good. You can do this by just feeling it out. If it catches quickly, you're most likely good. You can also look into the brake pads. If you have a lot of pads, you're most likely good. Another thing to make sure is that it locks with one finger. So you go locks with one finger. That's what you want, because you're not going to be using your whole hand. You're just going to be using one finger when you wheelie to bring that front wheel down. Okay, so going on with the actual tutorial here, I'm going to be taking you through a couple activities to get you to wheelie. So first activity that I like to do, or that I actually did, is all you're going to do is you are going to basically at a standstill, you are just going to bring your front wheel up, and then you're going to tap the back brake and bring the front wheel down. That's all you need to do for this activity. What this does is it's going to build that mind muscle connection with your back brake. When you're in a wheelie and you go past the balance point, this is going to be your lifeline. This is what is going to save you from crashing out. So I will give you a demonstration. Here's what it's going to look like. You're just going to put the throttle up, bring it down, up, bring it down. Now on this, you're going to want to focus on getting the wheel as high as you can, because that's going to give you the most success in the end. Up, down, up, down. Really slam that wheel down. Jam that back brake down, down. I recommend practicing this for about 15-20 minutes to really get you used to it, especially if you've never stepped on a Sur or a bike before. This is a must. For this activity, you are just going to sit on the rear of your seat and you're just going to bring the bike up and you're just going to walk with it, kind of, if that makes sense. You're going to try and bring the front wheel up and just kind of walk with it. Remember that back brake, if you ever go past, you're just going to slam it back down. Be very careful with the throttle here. You don't want to be really jerky. You want to be smooth. You want to bring it up. No sudden jerky movements. Try and get as far as you can with it. This is really going to help you with the balance point and actually performing the wheelie. Just have your feet on the ground skidding with you. You don't want to do this on wet surfaces like me, because as you heard, the back tire is going to want to spin because this bike has a lot of torque. So for the next activity, you're going to want to find a steep incline like this hill. This hill is perfect for wheelies, a wheelie's paradise. On an incline, your front wheel doesn't have to go as far back to hit the balance point as it would on like a flat surface. With that being said about incline, this activity is going to be basically those put together. You're going to be going about 9 miles an hour and you're just going to pick the front wheel up and put it back down. That's all you're going to be doing in this tutorial or in this activity. So go single digit speed, pop it up, bring it back down, pop it up, bring it back down. That's it for this one. I recommend to practice this activity for, again, 15 to 20 minutes. It gives you a really good understanding about how the pop works of the wheelie, of how the initial hit of the front tire getting up. And this next activity will really piece everything together. And this is the last activity on the list. Now this activity is the actual wheelie itself. You're going to be going single digit. You're going to throw your weight back. Instead of up, you want to pull up on the bars. You don't want to do that. You want to pull back on the bars and have your weight go back. Once you hit that balance point, instead of tapping the brake down, what you're going to do is you're just going to let off the gas. This is going to bring the front wheel down a tiny bit, and what you're going to do is you're going to give it gas more, which will bring the back wheel up. Remember, if the front wheel goes past that point, you're going to grab the brake, and that's going to put it down. You're just going to basically throw all the activities into one. Walking with the bike is the balance point, which you want to do. And the popping is going to be the start of the wheelie. So here it is, activity 2 and 3 put together. Look at, I let off the gas, back on, let off, back on. See that? So here's what that looks like all together. You're just gonna bring it up. Look, I let off the gas and I'm back on it now. I'm covering my rear brake in case I go back all the way. Notice how I'm not having to give it a lot of gas anymore. I'm going like a quarter throttle now because the front wheel is right at balance point, so it's not gonna require much power to get it all the way up. There you go. You just did the wheelie. Here is a big tip for you guys who are starting to wheelie, is don't beat yourself up if you can't get it on the first day. I guarantee you no one will get it on the first day. It took me about a week to get all of this down. Just really every single day, if you can, go out somewhere and practice these activities. Go in order. Remember, first activity, bringing it up, slamming it down. The second activity is to walk with your bike. Then the third activity is putting those together on the incline, bringing it up, and then slamming it back down. And the fourth activity is the actual wheelie, combining lessons 2 and 3 together, bringing it up. Oh my god, you see, the back brake is always there. If you guys are in single digits, you don't need to stand up and bounce the seat up. What you really want to do is just focus on the throttle blipping up. That is plenty enough power. If you are, however, going double digit speeds like this, I'm going 12, you're going to want to put your chest over and bring it up like that. That's going to give it enough momentum and torque to bring it up. And that is going to finish the tutorial. Just practice those activities every day, and I promise you, you will get it. No matter your skill set, if you practice those every day, you're gonna be wheeling in a week, no time. Another thing is, another tip about the brakes, take the brake sensors out. It makes the difference. When you're in the wheelie and you tap the brake, it cuts the power. You don't want that. You want to keep that wheel up as long as you can. But yeah guys, that's gonna finish this video off. Let me know what you guys think. Comments, questions,